Hello guys, it's BuzzerTZK and today we're going to be having a look at Doom the Dark Ages. Now, despite me liking Killing Floor 3, there's also another game I'm actually looking forward to, which is Doom the Dark Ages. And needless to say, I've already pre-ordered the game. I'm very excited for May the 15th, which, spoiler alert, it does come out May the 15th. Right, so there as well, you can pre-order now. So, apart from Killing Floor 3, I'm also excited for Doom the Dark Ages, and I thought I'd make a video on it today, just basically, talk about it, because I'm a long-time Doom fan. And, yeah, there's a lot to unpack, so let's get into it.
A lot has changed since then, but our team is as passionate as ever. And the most important values at the core of our games, innovation, craftsmanship, and performance, remain a priority for us to this day.
And as you're about to see, those values are infused in every aspect of this latest installment in the legendary Doom franchise. It is an honor to work on this game, to carry on its tradition of creating all-out, groundbreaking levels of fun.
So now, we're excited to share with you a look at our most ambitious game yet. This is Doom the Dark Ages.
That was so...
I've actually never seen a company actually so passionate about a game, but it's actually really good to see. Like, obviously, they care a lot about the game. The last two games were very successful. I know most of the Doom games are actually successful. Like, quite a lot, really. It's not really any bad Doom game. So, yeah, we actually have, now, melee weapons. And I know they mentioned this is like binded to like one key, and there's like another key to toggle in between them. I think there's like 3 total melee weapons, one of them being the mace here. This guy, I think, is the main villain you're fighting. He looks quite weak though, I don't know what he does yet. Yeah, we've got a character here as well. I think this might be from the Ancient Gods or something. I'm not actually too sure. Might be a new character. I recognise these characters from Doom 2016's campaign, like a little bit. Again, I haven't played Doom in a little bit, so I've kind of forgotten the story, but... you can actually chainsaw their heads off, and it's not like an actual chainsaw with, the classic Doom. You've got like a shield chainsaw. So as you know, in like classic Doom 1 and Doom 2, you had like an actual physical chainsaw. You had those chainsaws like throughout the entire franchise. But I think they're replacing the chainsaw with a shield. You got like a hybrid between a shield and a chainsaw. And yeah, the Doomslayer looks different now. Obviously it's set in the Dark Ages, so of course this is going to be obviously a different time period. You actually got, I forgot to mention this as well, I know I'm going to be pausing this a lot, sorry about this, but you also got mech fights as well. Is that the mech, the Doomslayer companions? But yeah, as you can see, it looks very different now. He's got like this hair at the back. His shield actually looks different, the armour. I think his mask has mostly remained the same throughout like the last 3 games, which is interesting. I just gotta say as well, it looks very dark and like, moody, which is what I like. See, the thing is with Doom Eternal, I know it was quite colourful, the settings. Like, a lot of them felt a bit like you're in a fantasy world. But this looks a lot more dark and serious. I kind of like it.
This is a prequel to Doom 20.
What is that? That must be a new enemy. That's like a pin Yata gun kind of thing. You pin enemies to walls with it. If you've seen the other trailer, I don't know what the exact name of it is, but what is this thing here? Looks like a cross between an Arachnotron and what's that boss from Doom 3? The one who's like half a tank, half a human. It kind of looks like that as well. This must be a new person, because I haven't seen this. What's he got on here as well? Looks like some kind of weapon from Doom Eternal.
And that's given us the opportunity to reimagine every aspect of this experience.
Oh, look at that gun. I know I'm pausing a lot, but it does look like a very Quake weapon kind of thing. It looks like some Warhammer Quake assault rifle kind of thing. It's very weird. Also pretty cool. That's actually the Skull Crusher, which you see in the first trailer. Sort of works like the Unmaker, where you shred skulls and fire in like a burst formation.
In a lot of ways, the feel of the game is really a return to form.
Yeah, we also got our first look at the Mancubus as well. I see the Mancubus in Doom 1. Obviously looks very... They actually look very similar. As you can see, yeah, they kept the same, like, theme of them, like, basically 30 years later, pretty much. You know, they still got fireballs they shoot at you. I know 2016 had some new abilities, like a ground attack, which I think they might still have. Oh, and of course, obviously you can't forget the super shotgun as well. Look at that. That looks awesome. Medieval pirate shotgun or something. It looks pretty mint. Obviously that thing's going to be pretty powerful.
Heavy, strong, but still fast.
Oh, look at this. Actual in-game, like, gameplay as well. Like, look at the hood. It looks so clean. You got, like, your armor here, your health. This is, like, your guy here. If you remember from the original Doom, you actually see the Doom guy's face. And every time you take damage, he sort of gets, like, a bit more blood on it. And say, for example, if you're on, like, 30% health, you can actually see his face is, like, full-on bloody. You also got your ammo here. I think this is your melee option, I believe. I'm not too sure what this is, either. It's probably, like, runes or something. It does look strong as hell. Yeah, that's the shield in action. And you can actually parry with it as well. So you can basically block incoming attacks. I know with this game, they were going for a lot more, like, defense kind of thing, rather than run and gun. I know Doom Eternal was very much run and shoot, there wasn't much blocking, but with this you can parry, you can block attacks, and you can even throw the shield as well, which has a chainsaw attack, which basically saws any enemy in half in front of it. Pretty cool.
Between enemy projectiles and player.
Oh, this looks like the regular shotgun, so it's like the single barrel shotgun. Yeah, that's like the single shotgun. Again, kind of looks similar to the last two games, to be honest. What is that over here? Some sort of loot crate you can get. And then again, you got this big enemy up here walking around. Yeah, you got like these two guys fighting here. Like, what's this? What's going on here?
And so for Doom the Dark Ages, it's an all-new world with new...
Oh, look at how open it is. Like, the actual map design and stuff. I know with Doom Eternal and Doom 2016's layout is very small, quite linear kind of thing. But from the looks of it, you've got like a whole battlefield here you can basically just, you know, run around in and shoot.
It's contextual. Tons of depth.
Look at that. You can throw it into like the big enemies who just source them up. And then you can actually shoot them and do more damage. I can't wait to use that like shield saw. It looks so good.
So in 2016, we asked you to run and gun. In Doom Eternal, it was jump and shoot. And in Doom the Dark Ages, you're gonna stand and fight.
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. So Doom and Doom Eternal were basically a bit more like run and gun. This is more like stand and fight. Obviously you got a shield to parry and block and all that. I think that's a lot better rather than just taking hits. I mean, if the Crucible's going to return in this as well, I bet you could probably parry with that sword as well. Oh my god, you're literally dismembering his limbs. Like, you can cut off his... You literally cut off his arms, legs, leave him without any arms. That's crazy. You even get the ammo drops as well from Doom Eternal in 2016. So of course, when you kill Zeds, you can get this ammo. I think you get some health off it. I love how you can just like take limbs off with them melee weapons. It looks so cool. It's definitely going to be very interesting. I love the atmosphere as well. Looks a lot moodier and serious.
Got an iron flail, or maybe an electrified gauntlet, or even a...
Alright. Oh, it's an electrified gauntlet. Right, so it's like when you punch them, it makes an electric attack.
Or maybe an electrified gauntlet.
Yeah, alright then. I thought that was something else when I first watched it, but it's basically like this super punch from Doom Eternal. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, that's very nice. Will the Crucible return now? That's the thing. Like, can you actually use it? I know the Crucible has been in the past 2 games, which is basically the sword. The Argent Energy sword. But I'm wondering if you can use that.
And you can finish off the demons now with an all-new, unsynced, completely in the player's control glory kill system.
Oh, that is good. Yeah, that is actually good. So basically, before in 2016 and Eternal, when you did a glory kill, the other Zeds would stand there and wait for you to finish, and it was a bit awkward. So now that you can actually, you know, do it like out of sync and like doesn't take too long, it makes the gameplay less weird. Basically, you're killing this one Zed and the other Zeds are just standing there staring at you, waiting for you to finish, and it's a bit...
out as you see fit. and it
Oh, you got a plasma rifle there as well.
glory kill system. From any angle,
Oh
in and
yeah,
out,
that looks good. Yeah, it's still got its blue glow to it.
as you see
Nice.
fit, and it feels amazing. You'll feel
Oh, you've even got a kick with it as well. You got like a kick
in and out
attack.
as you see fit, and it feels
I
amazing.
think that's the first time we've seen a kick, isn't it, in Doom? Not that I remember of, anyway. Used to be able to only punch.
You'll feel unstoppable, smashing your way through the horde with total freedom. And that seems like a
Yeah, so these are like the regular soldiers
through the
then.
horde
The
with total
infected
freedom.
soldiers. That's what I call them anyway. These are like the weaker enemies. That might be an imp over there, I'm not too sure.
we got one more really important button that we haven't talked about yet. The trigger.
Oh, look at that. Look at that skull gun, it just shreds them and spits out like. That is awesome. Like, you see what I mean? Like, it spreads, it's like a very wide spread to it, but it hits like multiple targets at once. I think this would be a really good crowd control weapon. Like, if you got a big horde of enemies, you can just whip this out and just like shred through them really fast. And this looks pretty cool. You also got an objective here, so of course objectives are still in your HUD. You know where you're going. There's an explosive barrel again. Basically been around since classic Doom. Pretty cool. That might actually be an imp now I think about it. It looks very bony and spiky.
For last, Doom has and always will be all about the.
Is this weapon mods? So we've
That's
got like
right, we've saved the best for
double
last.
barrels
Doom
on
has
the
and
plasma rifle. This must be like weapon mod or something. Looks like it. Kind of looks like that nail gun from Quake. And what's this here as well? You got like 3 like drops here, and like obviously that's like your aiming crosshair. That could be like the weapon mod icon like below. But maybe with this weapon mod you shoot twice as fast.
ridiculously powerful weapons that we
Oh yeah, you definitely shoot twice as fast. You're using both barrels there. This is a new enemy too. See this guy on top of this thing here? I would say it's like a pinky, but it's not really. This must be a whole new enemy.
me.
I'm guessing this is like the Archvile or something. Yeah, that's the Archvile.
Ancient.
And yeah, he has that purple glow around him to basically signal that he can be glory killed, I believe. I think there's like different colours for like parrying and glory kill. So obviously I think they'll explain that. There's actually ammo. There's actually armour drops off here. Alright, okay. Yeah, he's on fire as well.
Ancient.
Look at that super shotgun now. It just rips through everybody. Jesus.
Brutal torture
There's the Rashnatron looking the exact same.
machines built to
Doom Eternal, you could shoot the gun off here as his weakness.
use tools of mayhem that only the Slayer has the
Ooh, what is that? That is definitely an Archvile. I can tell by like, the claws and like the structure of him.
with the enemies and the
Yeah,
environment.
you got the shield guys again from 2016. I think they're in the Eternal as well. They're like the regular soldier guys where they got like shields. So you got basically you got to go behind them and basically shoot them, or you can throw a certain type of grenade, I believe. I know the plasma rifle in 2016 actually went through them. Oh, you can use the shield to even launch yourself towards them. Alright. Yeah, so it's like a long-range attack, basically. And again, I gotta say, I do love how the plasma rifle sounds the exact same throughout all the games. I think they basically kept that sound pretty much the same, along with most guns. Oh, they got slow-mo as well. Look at that. Gives you a bit of time to think. That's pretty cool. I think slow-mo would actually be quite good. You know when you're dismembering at this head right here, just see his limbs flying off in slow-mo. That'd be pretty cool. And yeah, you can use your shield to grapple across. Pretty cool. Yeah, that shield. I know I'm talking about the shield a lot. It looks like it stuns them as well when they hit him. Yeah, they're obviously stunned quite a lot. Oh, looks like weapon switching is back. Like, you know, the fast weapon switching kind of style. You know, you use the plasma rifle, switch to the super shotgun. There you are. Yeah, that's back.
For the first
first time in an id game, we've made our combat more approachable and flexible than ever before, with a new difficulty system and sliders that will allow players to tune the speed and challenge of the game to whatever fits them best.
That is interesting. That's the first time I've ever seen that. Also, they kept the difficulty levels the same. You got Hurt Me Plenty, I think you have Nightmare, Not So Rough. You know, obviously all the classic difficulties. You can increase your damage to the player, or you can decrease it. Damage to demons, enemy projectile, enemy aggression, parry window, daze duration. We'll see how long they're going to be dazed for, the enemy. Game speed, resource values. But that'll definitely make for some challenge videos where you can have like little resources, like loads of damage.
To get in and pilot your very own 30-story Atlan, which is a mech. It's the size of a building.
Yeah, this is cool.
It's powerful, and you can beat giant Titan-sized demons to death with your.
See, why does this scene remind me of Serious Sam Siberian Mayhem? You know, when you in that like giant robot, you just like destroy a bunch of enemies. Kind of reminds me of that, to be honest. Not saying it's a bad thing. Oh, this is cool.
Fire-breathing, Gatling gun-toting cybernetic dragon.
That is cool. That's an absolute mouthful to say. I'm not going to repeat that, but that is pretty cool.
And if that wasn't enough, we also have for you your
My
very own
God.
fire.
You got a whole different HUD for it as well. You can even shoot ships down. This looks like it's going to be a part of the main game as well.
Neither of these are one-and-done features either. They have a full suite of abilities and even mini-bosses. The spectacle is epic. The Power Fantasy is unlike anything we've made it in. And
So, when they say it's not one and done, does that mean, you know, the campaign's going to have a lot of side missions to it?
the Power Fantasy is unlike anything we've made it in. And the combat systems behind these
My
features
God,
are
this
deep
game is going to be absolutely epic.
and tons
Like,
of
you
fun.
know, like doing 2016 like animation kind of thing there.
Power Fantasy
The
is
minigun.
unlike anything we've made it in. And the combat
Kind of reminds
systems
me of
behind
that.
these features are
Yeah, it kind of looks like the 2016 animation. It's funny enough. I've actually got 2 barrels this time instead of 1. Alright.
deep and tons of fun.
Yeah, again, it looks very Serious Sam kind of inspired. I don't know why, it just reminds me of that like a lot.
Battlefields and worlds beyond. And through exploration, you'll be unlocking new abilities.
Ah, so that's those chests what we saw before. Remember when I was seeing that gameplay, I was like, what's that chest?
You'll be unlocking
This
new
must be what you get then, like abilities and stuff, you know, like upgrading your character, your abilities.
abilities and
So the distance the ground fisher travels is increased, which is this ability here. Ah, runes, yeah, I recognise this now. And then you got coming soon here, so this obviously looks like a very early look at it. So you got runes for your shield here. Obviously this must be like time between each one. You also, this looks like when you kill a zombie, not zombie, Zed, you actually heal. Shield model or final image coming soon. So this is obviously a very early look at what the runes are going to look like. Hopefully they're quite interesting. And you can even refund all here as well, I just noticed.
with your trusty shield saw, you're gonna cut, leap,
There's a bit of puzzles in there as well, you know, you got to destroy some stuff.
smash your way
Guess
through
when you,
environments full
smash
of
some
secrets
stuff
and
as well.
treasures. There's always something new waiting
Oh,
to
the
be
key
discovered.
cards, yeah. Can't forget about the key cards, they're pretty cool.
In this level, you will meet the enemy at the gates and save a city from certain destruction.
Wasn't he from
enemy
Doom
at the
Eternal?
gates.
I forget his name now. It's like the Betrayer or something is what they were saying in Doom Eternal. I know one of the very start missions. I actually can't remember this name for the life of me, but I do recognise it from somewhere.
Enemy formations along the way to engage
Pretty
with
cool.
as you
Oh, look at that. His gun glows as well. So this must be a weakness for you. You can shoot his gun off again. Right, okay. They did that with Doom Eternal, and now you can do it here as well. Alright. That's pretty cool. So each enemy has like a weakness which will basically glow to show you where it is. Alright.
you see fit. With any gun you choose.
Oh, what was that attack?
To engage
See that
with as
Arachnotron
you see
just
fit. With
shoots.
any gun
You look, he's shooting like little mines or something.
you choose.
Yeah, he's shooting like mines here. What's this all about then?
Play space ever in a Doom game. Discovering secret caves
My God, look at it.
is the
Just
largest
look at
play
that.
space ever in
This guy looks like something out of Serious Sam.
A Doom
Actually
game.
does.
Discoveries and dungeon-like mines in
Actually got
search
secrets,
of vital
good.
resources.
Oh yeah, here's all of our stuff. So we got our health, armor. This looks like plasma cells here. That must be the skulls for that skull gun. Some ammo there, which is quite nice.
You control
Oh, this is like an upgrade here. I think this upgrades like your strength and
the pace
stuff.
of the game. Where you go,
Bit puzzle
you
solving.
fight.
Oh, okay. So we got like
Where you
opportunities to strike back. So of course this guy fires all this, but you got like this little green ball here. You can shoot back at him.
go. It's a Doom sandbox full of war and
Yeah, that soul looks the exact same. I wonder if I forget what his name is, that enemy that spawns lost
Pursuit.
souls. I know it started in Doom 2. I can't remember its
Doom
name now.
sandbox full of war.
Yeah, it looks like it charges at you as usual.
And the soundtrack to your epic adventures will be composed by the award-winning team at Finishing Move, providing you with a metal soundscape that's loaded with guitars, medieval vibes, and pure adrenaline.
You see, I'm still not too sure about this. I mean, you know all the controversy with Mick Gordon and that. I wasn't really following too much with it. I mean, Mick Gordon's stuff is really good, so I hope with this new company they brought in, they can sort of live up to that.
The story of Doom the Dark Ages, like everything else in the game, is big.
Yeah, so that's the actual,
The story
that's the
of
mech
Doom
you
the Dark
control, I
Ages, like
think. What is that? It's falling out of some ship or something.
Everything else in the game.
This is the Slayer's mech here. He's got like some kind of plasma gun. On here it looks kind of like a BFG 10,000.
It's big.
Hopefully that returns, or maybe a BFG 11,000 would be pretty cool. I know a couple of people actually been saying as well, I've been reading this.
And you
Let me just
are
get
the
to
star.
it. They've been saying, you know, his eyes are obviously all like bright yellow. I think some people have been saying like God mode or something. You know, like the classic Doom pickup. I'm not too sure if that is true.
Your power is
Just something I've
coveted
seen.
by your enemies and withheld from
Who's
your
this?
allies. With the Slayer,
Oh, who's this?
Your
So,
power is
we've got
coveted
some
by your
characters in the story.
enemies.
Who is this guy as well?
from your allies.
It looks like the Heavens area from Doom Eternal.
It's a new story and the perfect entry point for new players. It's easier to access now as we've taken the narrative out of the codex and into the cutscenes.
That is
featuring new
good. That is good. That way you don't have to basically go digging like through the codex to try and figure out what's going on. Of course, you can actually have it like in the game itself. I know Doom has never really been too story focused. Of the game, it's more of like a running gun kind of game.
It
Interesting.
leads directly into the Doom 2016 Slayer's Testament.
Okay, yeah.
It's an
Still
act-
going back to 2016 story. It's pretty cool.
story and make something that's good enough to become the best game id has ever made.
But that is for you to decide. When Doom the Dark Ages releases,
I was so excited to find out it released May, and yeah, that is it. It's going May 15th. I'm already pre-ordered, of course. I'm a long-time Doom fan. But what do you think anyway? Do let me know down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, join Discord if you're new, and I'll see you in the next video.